Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving into something pretty deep, but also really beautiful. We're going to explore this incredible push and pull between life, always being on the move, always changing, and the power of love and memory, which somehow seems to last forever. Let's get into it.
Wow, what a way to start, right? The source material kicks off with this line, and it just kind of grabs you. It immediately sets this reflective, almost magical tone. The idea that our life is this amazing story that's still being written, it really pulls you into the heart of what we're talking about today. All right, so let's unpack this first big idea, which is really a paradox when you think about it. How can life be this enchanting, beautiful story if, at the same time, it feels like it's constantly slipping through our fingers? The core idea here is that our existence is just packed with promise. Every single moment, right now, this very second, holds the potential for something amazing, for a brand new chapter in your own personal story. It's a really vibrant and, honestly, hopeful way to look at the world. But, and this is a big but, there's a catch. All that beauty gets hit with a hard reality. Nothing is permanent. The idea is that we're all just, passing through. And that might sound a little sad, but it's not meant to be. It's just presented as a fundamental truth of our journey. So to make sense of this, we get this incredible metaphor, life's flow. I want you to picture a huge, powerful river with a current you absolutely can't fight. That river is time, it's change, and we're all in it, being carried along. And the crucial point is, you can't swim against it forever. Eventually, you have to surrender and go with it. Okay, so sticking with that idea of the unstoppable current, let's look at some of the really powerful imagery that's used to show us just how beautiful and how temporary everything really is. I love this contrast. On one side, you have springs of bloom. You can just picture it, right? All this color, new life, incredible beauty. But then, on the other side, you have the desert of sand. And this symbolizes how all our joys, even the most amazing moments, are kind of like grains of sand. They can't be held on to forever. Eventually, they just scatter. And that sand dune image is just perfect, isn't it? Think about it. A sand dune is never the same shape for long. The wind is always changing it. Well, that's us. Our experiences, our relationships, the things that make us happy, they're always in motion. They're absolutely beautiful, for sure, but they are never, ever standing still. So if everything's always moving and changing, you have to ask, does anything last? What's the point? Well, this brings us to the heart of the matter, literally. Now we're going to focus on how love and memory create their own kind of permanence, like an echo that just keeps on going. The source material talks about our hearts becoming scattered, and I just think that's such a poetic way to put it. As you go through life, you leave these little pieces of yourself, of your love, in all the places you've been and with all the people you've truly connected with. So our hearts aren't just in one place, they're spread out all over our life's map. And all of this movement, all of this scattering, it naturally leads to this very human, very vulnerable question. Will you meet us? It's that deep uncertainty we all feel about connection. In a world that's defined by constant change, can we ever really count on finding our way back to each other? And the answer seems to be yes, we can. And the reason is memory. But look at the kind of memories we're talking about. It's not the big, dramatic movie scene stuff. It's the small things, the vulnerable details. An innocent mannerism someone has. The sight of tears on someone's eyelashes. It's that unforgettable purity that gets etched into our minds and makes love so powerful. So that's really the key takeaway here. Even as that river of time is constantly pulling us forward and away from things, these specific, tender memories of love, they stick around. They're like echoes. The original moment is gone, but you can still feel its presence. That's our anchor against that unstoppable current. So if we know life is short and love is the thing that lasts, we should all just dive in head first, right? But it's not that simple, is it? We hesitate, and that's what we're going to get into now. This internal battle between our deep desire to live fully and all the fears that hold us back. We all know this feeling. The source talks about certain things that trouble us. And that's such a perfect word for it, because these memories or feelings, they kind of haunt us, but in a weird way, they also charm us. They're the things we can't quite let go of, the things that steal our hearts and keep us looking backward instead of forward. So here's the conflict, laid out plain and simple. On one side, you've got this magnetic pull to live deeply, to be authentic. But on the other side, there's what's called a shy hesitation. And what's that? Well, it's fear.
It's the fear of getting hurt, of being vulnerable, of losing the people and things that we love.
But here's the hopeful part. Even with all that fear, there's another force inside us, our heart. And it's described here as being unstoppable and honest. It's the part of you that doesn't really care about the risk. All it wants is that genuine connection. It's constantly pushing you to be open, even when your brain is screaming, "Warning, danger ahead!"
So what wins out, the fear or the heart? How do we solve this internal tug-of-war? Well, that brings us to our final section, which is all about the ultimate message, finding freedom not by standing still, but by embracing the journey itself.
And this quote, wow, this is really the whole idea in a nutshell. No one is meant to linger. Life demands movement. It's so direct, so powerful. It's essentially saying that staying in one place goes against the very definition of being alive. To live is to move, period.
So, okay, how do we actually do that? It's broken down for us. Step 1, acknowledge reality. You cannot stop the river. Step 2, let go of the fear. Release those inhibitions we just talked about that are holding you back. And finally, step 3, just embrace the journey. Stop worrying so much about the destination and find the meaning in the movement itself.
And that is the final piece of wisdom. Real freedom, real meaning, it's not found in trying to build a dam to stop the river. It's found in learning how to navigate the current. It's about finding the beauty inside the movement, not in spite of it.
So I want to leave you with this final question to think about. If it's true, if we're not meant to stay put, then the most important choice we have is deciding what's worth carrying with us. What memories, what love, what lessons are so valuable that you'll hold on to them as the current carries you forward. It's a powerful thought. Thanks for joining me.